Capricorn. Welcome to my channel, Foolsjourn. I am doing your November 2025 reading, so I am so excited to see what the month has in store for you. So let's begin. All right. Your current energies is the Two of Swords. So let's see. The Two of Swords is just about going through some mental conflict. You obviously need to make a decision here, and you're kind of putting it off. It's important that you make it because it's kind of putting you into a neutral position, a point of stagnancy. So you kind of need to move forward, and you are just weighing the issues back and forth. And the key is, maybe you just are stubborn and you don't want to make the decision. Someone's trying to get you to make a decision, or maybe you're just fearful, and that's why you're not making the decision. But just rip the blindfolds off and get on with it, because then the energy will start flowing again. And in your crossing energy, you've got the Four of Cups. And that is kind of follows into this theme. That Four of Cups is this kind of about taking things for granted, and just kind of staying in a place of stagnancy as well. He's sitting here like in a woe is me when he's got three beautiful cups ahead of him. And he's got this energy, has a lot in his life, but he's also had disappointments. And so he's got an offer here just sitting in front of him, but he doesn't see it because he's just so into just like disappointment, and just kind of taking things for granted. He needs to kind of recenter himself and get that joy back, and reevaluate and just try to figure out how he can get himself out of this place of like blah into a place of joy and happiness and gratitude. And I think that is your crossing energy, so you need to be able to do that so you can move ahead in that too, and make that decision and move ahead, and then things will start clicking again, and there'll be energy back in your life instead of this stalemate energy. In your kind of root energy, you've got the Six of Cups, which is all about nostalgia and memories and visiting the past. The key here, is visit the past, but don't go into glory days mentality. Like, I forgot that wonderful singer who sings that song Glory Days. Visit the past, take and glean what you can from the past, the lessons learned, the happiness, but then move ahead. But something here is reminding you of the past, whether it's good or bad, or someone is coming, from the past. Or maybe let's say you got a job, and that job as someone who went to the same college or something. There's some connection to the past. Just visit it and move on. And then in your recent past, you've got the High Priestess, which is, all about, intuitive awareness, just delving deep in. The priestess is very kind of secretive and mystical and mysterious. They get downloads from the heavens, and you never really know what they're thinking, but they see things happening before you do. And so to grab onto that, sometimes you have to stay calm and quiet and listen to your inner voice. And the High Priestess is saying that maybe you've been doing that, and you've been trying to figure out what's been going on and tap into your intuition, and just kind of see the picture around you and observe and watch. So that's, it's kind of a state of contemplation. So that has been your recent past. And up in your head chakra, your mind, you've got the Nine of Cups. So what's on your mind is getting that nine of cups, that get wish fulfillment. Everything is good, you're satiated, you're happy, you're joyful, all your cups are full, and this is what you want. This is what's on your mind. How are you going to get that feeling of fulfillment and abundance, and calmness and satiety, that like there's nothing else that you need, because you're in a good place. So that's a great crowning energy for you. And then coming into your near future, you've got the Five of Swords. So something, you know, uh, you are in kind of in the defense. Sorry, the wind is blowing here in Palm Beach. It's been blowing for days. And maybe it's that storm, but I've got everything weighted down. The hair is flying, but anyway. So the Five of Swords in your near future is just, battles are ahead of you, and the key is to make sure you're fighting the battle for the right reason, because when you fight a battle, things happen, people get hurt, they get killed, things are said and you can't take them back. You're in the, fences are broken, and sometimes they can't be mended. So make sure that the battle you're fighting is something that you're truly passionate about, and have true conviction for, because otherwise they're just wars of words, and hurt, and um, just out to needle someone, to give them pain, to maybe slander them. So make sure that these battles are worth it, and these could be battles you're waging about something you are uh, very passionate about, or this could be battles that are coming towards you, like people who are attacking you, and demoralizing you, and ruining your, slandering you. So just make sure when you go into battle that it's because you've got true conviction and passion. But anyway, otherwise it's just a hollow victory. It's just, and it causes so much animosity after the battle that you sometimes can't get over it. So make sure you're true and passionate in those convictions, and not just arguing for argument's sake. The people who just argue about everything's a battle. It's just a nightmare. So anyway, looks good here. It looks like you're moving forward. um, you're going to revisit, something is coming in from the past. Your mental state is straight on, head on. You are want that wish fulfillment. You are tapping into your intuition, not just using your intuitive power to see the full story. You've got to make that decision, and that will get you moving forward, and opening your eyes to what is around you. You're so fearful of making that decision, you're not seeing that there's something good could come out of it. So that's fabulous. So let's see what your staff has to say for you, as we are doing the amazing Celtic cross, which is just, I believe, is just so dead on target. And as I do say, is you make the final decision in your life and in the outcome. This is just putting everything out on the table and possibilities, and then you make the final decision. You're in control of your life and your future and your past, and but this is just a great way. It's kind of like your storyboard. You get it out of your head, look at it out on the paper, and figure out your plans of action. So moving on, that was just my little tidbit about how I use the tarot. But moving on, you've got the star in your attitude. This is the attitude, how you're feeling now, and your attitude, and that is amazing. It's just all hope and optimism. Um, it's rejuvenation, rebirth, reinvigoration, and it can also mean that eyes are on you, but you're going through healing, spiritual healing, physical healing, mental healing, and you're just getting restored, and your vitality is coming back, that vitality that you need from that Four of Cups. And then your environment is the Queen of Wands, which is amazing. The environment is just saying that you are ready. The Queen of Wands is someone who thinks out of the box. She doesn't care what other people think about her. She's not scared to make a decision, because she's not going, oh well, what are they going to think, or what is that, are they, she's not um, stuck or paralyzed about what others think. And that's why she's able to think out of the box and be confident and move forward and be charismatic. And actually, she's the people that people are kind of gravitate towards, because they want to be like her. So this is the energy that you're carrying out, how people are seeing you, and or your environment is seeing you. So that's fabulous. And then your hopes and fears are judgment. And judgment is, maybe judgment's all about a spiritual awakening, and healing yourself and extending to the next level, and forgiving yourself for past mistakes, and going, it's a chance to be reborn and to follow your passion and your dream. And maybe you're fearful of that, because it's like, wow, this is really happening. And then you end up with the King of Swords, which is amazing. It's all about, being passionate about what you believe, and being fair and moral and just, and being able to communicate your ideas eloquently, and and have the ideas, have the clarity for the ideas, and then be able to communicate them brilliantly, so that you can move ahead. So fabulous, fabulous energy for you. Great energy for the month of November, and I will be in touch, and keep following me so we can go on this journey together. Slay the month of November, Capricorn. Bye.